how you can make a Raspberry Pi a NAS, a network attached storage. So first of all, let's talk what's NAS. So NAS, or network attached storage, is basically a device which connects to your Wi-Fi or network, and then you can keep your files in it. For example, clouds storage like the Google Cloud, we keep our stuff there. So similarly, you can keep your images and all that stuff in that NAS, network attached storage, and it is super fast. So I'm going to show you how you can make it using a Raspberry Pi, which is actually really cheap comparatively to the real NAS, which is very expensive. So first of all, connect your Raspberry Pi SD card from which you're gonna boot the Raspberry Pi up to the device. Okay, so once you have connected it, you have to open Raspberry Pi image. If you don't have that, go to link in description and download that. Now once it opens, it will appear like this. Now choose storage as your SD card, then go to choose this and erase. We're going to erase it, then click on write, so the SD card would be erased. Okay, so it is done. It was really fast. Now we are going to choose our operating system, Raspberry Pi OS Lite. Now choose the storage, same. Make sure you choose the correct SD card, not your hard drive or something. Now hit Command Shift X or Control Shift X if you are in Windows machine. Command Control Shift X, and on a Mac you can hit Command Shift X. Now this thing would appear. Now you can set your host name. For example, I can set the host name coder and enable SSH, and you can set its password. Now you can also configure your Wi-Fi. And set your time zone and all that. Now just save that and click on write. Now you have to take a break for some time and give it some time to write in SD card. Okay, so finally that part is done. The break is over. So we have uploaded the Raspberry Pi OS Lite inside the SD card. Now we can plug out our SD card, and now we can plug it into our Raspberry Pi. So let's go ahead and do that, and make sure you use Ethernet for making NAS because it won't work with wireless Wi-Fi. So just go ahead and plug this SD card into your Raspberry Pi connected to Wi-Fi using Ethernet cable. Because now I've connected my SD card to the Raspberry Pi, so let's wait for some time. After it will boot up, we can check into the which IP address it is connected to. So you can either check it by connecting a display or by checking your Wi-Fi setting, or I'm going to check using LAN scan. So here I can see my Raspberry Pi is connected to this IP address. So I'm gonna copy that. Now once you've got the IP, just open the terminal, and now you have to type sudo SSH. We're going to SSH into that, and then the username and the IP address here. Yes, type yes. Now you have to enter the password you gave it, and you can see we got into the Raspberry Pi. So now first of all, what we have to do now? So first of all, we have to run this basic command. So what this command is doing, it basically updates all the repositories and then upgrade to that version. So just type this and hit enter. All the commands are in description, by the way. Just type these commands and hit enter. It might take a little bit of time. Okay, so it's asking to upgrade, so just hit Y and enter. Okay, so as you can see, it's finally completed. Let's clean it up. Okay, so now there's another command. So we are going to install Open Media Vault in it. So just type sudo and then this command. So basically, what it does, it downloads a repository which will help us convert our Raspberry Pi into a NAS network attached storage. So all you have to do is hit enter, and it's again gonna take a little bit of time. So as you can see, finally it is done. It took long time. So it has rebooted right now, and after rebooting, its IP address might be changed. So first of all, you have to get the IP address of it, the new IP address. So the IP address could be same or different. Now let's open our browser. Open any of your preferred web browser and just paste the IP address. And as you can see, you have installed the Open Media Vault successfully, and now we have to enter username and password. So username would be admin and the password would be Open Media Vault, all in small. Now just log in. So it is like this. So first of all, the first thing, just go to general settings, then go to web administrator password and enter new password here. Don't keep default passwords. Now save it. Okay, it is saved now. Now you can connect any hard drive of one. You can also use internal storage, but I would prefer using hard drive because you can get a lot of space, and it would be better if you connect external SSD hard drives. So I would prefer connecting external SSD drives of a TB or 500 gigabits or anything you would like. So just make sure your pen drive or whatever you're using is connected. I'm using a pen drive for this one, so just go to the disks. Now this is the pen drive I'm using, so just wipe it once first. Make sure there's no important data in it. So we have successfully wiped it. So we've successfully wiped it. So just go to File Systems and then select that. First, you have to add that, and the label you can keep anything. Let's keep it my drive. Okay, so now we have got it. So just mount it. Um. Okay, so as we mounted it, we can see the things. Then you have to apply this. Yes. So now you can go in shared folders and add a folder and keep any name you would like. For example, now choose a drive and save. Now again you have to apply changes. Now you can go to services, and for Windows you can use SMB, and NFS for Linux and Mac. Well, it's quite same, so let's do NFS. Now just enable it, then save it, then go to shares and add a shared folder, this one, and read and write, and just save it and apply changes. Now once you have done that, now you can use it as NAS little bit. Now you have to go to Finder and hit Command K. And here you have to enter server address. So it would be this. So it would be your IP address, then export, then whatever name you give it, it could be RPI underscore NAS. And similarly in Windows, you can right click and choose network folder. Now you can add it to your favorites and just connect. So as you can see, we have made a NAS properly. So it's basically folder in our Raspberry Pi, which is in that pen drive. So you can save files in it, and from multiple devices you can put files in it at once. And whenever you want them, you can just plug out that pen drive. And you can use custom size, whatever size you want, by choosing whatever size pen drive or hard disk you use. So that's how you can make a Raspberry Pi NAS. And if you want to see how to set up Plex Media Server on this, just like the video and comment down. And thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe.